The clutch lever and brake lever that I've been running on the Rebel 1100 are just some cheap $50 Amazon specials, assumedly shipped straight from China. And they've been much better than the stock levers, however, I do still have a few issues with them. So I decided to spend twice as much as I did on those levers and buy some fancy Pro Brake levers straight from Germany, and today we're gonna throw them on and see if they're actually worth twice the price. That would have been a perfect place to put a twice as nice joke, but oh well. These are the stock levers, and I replaced them for a few different reasons. For one thing, you can see they're just super long and not the best looking, but also only one of them is adjustable. You can only adjust the brake lever for reach. You can't adjust the stock clutch lever for reach. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but the Rebel 1100 levers have this weird thing where only the brake lever starts to fade. You can see it's like kind of starting to turn almost like a gray gold color compared to the black that it was. So I switched from those and went to the Amazon specials from, I think, Zenpack is what they're called. And you can see that these are much shorter. I think they call them 2-finger levers, and I only use 2 fingers anyway, so they seem to be perfect. But as good as they are, like I said, I do have a few issues with them. And the main thing is that for some reason on the clutch side, in order to get the lever to pull in where I wanted it to, I had to slide the perch in about an inch. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's supposed to be about there, and I had to slide it in that far. Otherwise, this bend was like all the way in the middle of the grip, and you couldn't line your fingers up properly. Now, normally that wouldn't be a huge deal, just slide it in and move on with your life, but the lever perches are actually where my hand guard's attached to. And I'm sure it's probably impossible to tell through the camera right now, but when I put my hand guards on, because I had to slide this side in so far, it's now obviously way further from the end of the grip than this one is. And not only that, although this clutch lever is adjustable, unlike the stock one, I don't know how well you can tell, but it's still a decent ways away from the bar, and this is as close as it'll go. So I'm hoping that these solve all of our problems. Now, throwing levers on is easy enough as is, but with the power of editing magic, it's even easier because we can just, wow, what a simple install. Okay, one quick little test drive later and the verdict is in. These things are freaking awesome. They're shorter than the stock levers, but not quite as short as the Amazon ones that I had on there. They're the right length to where I can still use 2 fingers real nice and easy, but if you want to use 3 or even 4, you still can without an issue. I have the clutch lever set as far out as it'll go, and it's about where the other one was, as close as it'll go. So this feels perfect for me, furthest out, and I wear a size XL glove, so if you have smaller hands, it'll definitely work for you as well, whereas those Amazon ones definitely will not. And best of all, now I was able to move the perch back to the stock location, so these are even, so I can use my hand guards again, but the thing that sucks is that I guess I scratched some of the paint when I moved it before. Overall, I'm super pleased with them, but twice the price, twice as nice. I don't know if that checks out. I don't think they're twice as nice for twice the price. I just think they work a lot better for what I need. Links to both are in the description. Subscribe if you're new here.